Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a question that's at the heart of pretty much every business. How do you take a complete stranger and turn them into a loyal paying customer? We're going to break down that whole journey with a special focus on that all-important first step, acquiring leads.
I mean, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? And you know what? The answer isn't magic. It's not some big secret. It's a structured process, a system for building relationships. And it all starts way before anyone ever clicks buy. So, here's our game plan for today. We'll start with the big picture. What even is the CRM process? Then we'll look at how companies get noticed in the first place and how they acquire leads. We'll also get into the tech and tools they use. And finally, wrap up with the ultimate goal, turning that lead into a loyal fan.
All right, so what's this system that guides the whole journey from a random prospect to a valued partner? You've probably heard the term CRM thrown around, but it's way more than just a piece of software. It's a fundamental business strategy.
At its core, Customer Relationship Management, or CRM for short, is all about creating a win-win. It's a strategy for managing every single interaction with a customer in a way that creates more value for them and for the business. You can think of it as the playbook for turning one-time buyers into lifelong advocates. And this whole process follows a really logical flow. First, you've got to get on people's radar. That's generating awareness. Next, you capture their interest and get their contact info. That's acquiring a lead. From there, you work to convert that lead into a paying customer. And finally, you focus on keeping them happy and building loyalty.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. You can't sell something to someone who doesn't even know you exist. That's why step one is all about just getting on the radar.
You know, in a world that is just flooded with ads and information, simply getting noticed is a monumental task. This first phase is all about making a strong, memorable first impression in a super crowded marketplace.
So how do companies pull this off? Well, it's not about shouting from the rooftops. It's about a smart, strategic mix of channels. You've got your social media, commercials, good old-fashioned advertising, and of course, word of mouth. It's all designed to reach the right people in the places they already spend their time.
Okay, so people know who you are. That's a great start. But now comes the really crucial step, and this is the core of our explainer today, turning that general awareness into a specific lead. This is like the first critical handshake.
So, what exactly is a lead? Well, think of it like this. If awareness is shouting your name to a huge crowd, a lead is someone in that crowd who turns around, looks at you, and raises their hand. They've taken some small action that says, hey, I might be interested, separating them from everybody else.
And that hand raise can happen in a ton of different ways. It could be something really direct, like filling out a form on a website or starting a live chat. Or it could be more indirect, like a referral from a happy customer who tells their friend about you. Each one of those is a signal of genuine interest. And to get people to raise their hands, companies use a few core strategies. They don't just wait for people to show up, they actively engage with them. They offer valuable content like guides or webinars that actually helps people. It's all about attracting potential customers by giving them something of value up front.
Now, as you can probably imagine, managing hundreds, maybe thousands of these potential customers is basically impossible if you're just using a spreadsheet. This is where technology becomes absolutely essential.
And the right tools do so much more than just store names and emails. They analyze all that customer data to find patterns. They track exactly where a lead is in the sales process, and they can even help predict future growth. Basically, they turn a mountain of raw data into smart, actionable insights.
CRM tech actually comes in a few different flavors. First, you've got analytical CRM. Think of this as the detective, digging through past data to find clues about what customers really want. Then there's B2B CRM software, which is built for those long, complex sales cycles between two companies. And finally, you have Salesforce Automation, or SFA, which is really the day-to-day toolbox for the sales team, helping them track leads and manage their work.
Getting that lead is a huge win, no doubt about it. But the job is nowhere near done. In fact, you could argue this is where the real work begins, as the focus shifts from just acquiring a contact to building an actual relationship.
Right. So after that first handshake, the goal is conversion, turning that initial interest into an actual sale. This means nurturing the lead, answering their questions, providing helpful info, and building enough trust to guide them toward making a purchase.
So every business is constantly playing this balancing act. You have customer acquisition, which is like trying to attract new people to your party. And then you have customer retention, which is about making sure the people already at your party are having a fantastic time and want to stay. Both are absolutely critical, but they require totally different strategies.
And here's why that distinction is so mind-blowingly important. It can be up to 25 times more expensive to find a brand new customer than it is to just keep an existing one happy. 25 times. That's a massive difference, and it's why smart businesses are so obsessed with loyalty.
So what you should really take away from all this is that getting the lead isn't the end goal itself. It's the seed. It's that essential first step that allows everything else, a lasting, profitable customer relationship, to grow.
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Is acquiring a lead the finish line, or is it actually the starting gun? While it's a huge milestone, it really is just the beginning of the most important work of all, building a relationship that truly lasts. Thanks for watching The Explainer.